Coming up right now, an American man imprisoned in Venezuela pleads for help amid prison riots. Plus, host of MTV's Catfish suspended after sexual misconduct allegations. Daily Flash starts right now. Hi everyone, I'm Warren Wright, and please say hello to my co-host, Ana Quincoces.
Hey, I fell.
You fell?
Yeah, I feel sorry for myself. Look, I got a big bruise.
Oh, you do have a big bruise. This is because you, like, what, had a jackhammer and a hammer and you're going to work at your house?
Like construction stuff was strewn about and not picked up, and then they put paper to protect the floors over the construction materials.
Bummer.
Yeah, rocket scientists.
Okay.
They all work, when they're not doing construction in my house, they're working for NASA.
Got it. So you're going to need to take it easy.
I know, whatever.
Take it easy.
It's fine. It's
Listen,
Monday. What can I do? It's par for the course.
Right? Okay, well, listen, all plans have been canceled for the rest of the week. 13 Reasons Why has been dropped on Netflix.
That's the reason?
So,
not the royal wedding?
Not the royal, yeah, no. Everyone's going to stay home and watch 13 Reasons Why.
I recorded the royal wedding.
Oh, you did?
I refused to get up early. For what?
Take a stand, Ana Quincoces.
I did.
Did you have your cucumber sandwiches and everything else?
At a regular, normal time, not at the British time. Who decides these things?
You do it your way.
I am.
Okay, in the news right now, a fifth grader and a teacher from a middle school in Paramus, New Jersey were killed in a horrific crash between a school bus and a dump truck. The school bus was carrying 38 students and 7 adults, including the driver from Eastbrook Middle School for a field trip to Waterloo Village. 43 of them were injured and taken to local hospitals. Several may remain critical and are undergoing surgery. Governor Phil Murphy said during a press conference, "This is a shaken community. Everyone is trying to make sense of this." Aerial footage shows the seating area of the bus torn from its chassis and on its side in the center median. It appears as though the bus struck the end of a guardrail just past an opening that allows emergency vehicles to move between sides of the roadway. All right, in international news, we also have a 26-year-old Utah man who has been imprisoned in Venezuela for nearly 2 years without trial. Posted videos to Facebook showing him begging for his life amid rioting at the prison.
The people of America, I need your help to get me out of this place.
Josh Holt, who was arrested in the South American country with his newlywed wife in 2016, posted short videos and messages to the site in which he claims rioters in Caracas are threatening to kill him. Rioting and violence at Venezuelan prisons, which are notoriously overcrowded and filled with weapons and drugs, is not uncommon. The violence reported this week in Caracas comes days before the country will hold a presidential election. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, who is seeking re-election, has some of his top opponents imprisoned as well.
Wow, lots of bad news.
I mean, I feel really, really bad for this guy. I don't know exactly what he did to be thrown into prison, but
in Venezuela, it doesn't
matter.
You don't have to do anything bad.
Yeah, I guess not.
No.
But I mean, like, I would think posting something on Facebook would almost like put a target on him.
Of course.
And then like people would come after him even more. But I mean, like, the fact that there is just like weapons and drugs in the prison.
It's horrible. You know, it doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on in this country. There are rules of behavior that separate us from the animals, and we're at least a civilized, you know, and we take that for granted because we don't know what it's like to live in an oppressive kind of.
Well, he doesn't exactly look like a drug dealer.
No. That doesn't,
I mean, you know, I'm just trying to like think, like, come on, how did this guy end up here? And you're right, it's like you can just be in the wrong place at the wrong time in that country.
You got to be really careful. A lot of people are very adventurous with their travel. Right now, you've got to really, really be careful. Yeah. Well, has bad behavior on Niv Schulman's part doomed the show Catfish? According to MTV, well, to the reports, MTV has temporarily suspended production on the beloved docuseries due to sexual misconduct claims made against the show's host. Per the Daily Beast, the network has hit the pause button on production in order to investigate an unspecified misconduct situation involving Mr. Schulman. As you likely know, Niv has also served as one of the TV program's executive producers. While it's unclear what claim they're officially investigating, YouTuber and former Catfish participant Aisha Morgan recently uploaded videos detailing an incident she had with a previous show she was involved in. She does not use any name involved with Catfish, but many online commenters seem to believe she's hinting about her time with Niv Schulman. Shulman rose to fame thanks to his 2010 documentary film Catfish, which went on to serve as inspiration for the show, for the now MTV hit show. So that's, I mean, people are just starting to really open up about this stuff, and I think that so many people are going to fall after, you know, just little by little. There's some people that I'm wondering why they have not come out yet that are just obvious, but.
Well, this sounds like it might have been just like one incident. You know, I don't know. You don't know. Did you ever see the documentary Catfish?
Yeah, yeah. It's something you would think you would be interested in.
That seriously was one of the most fascinating documentaries I've ever experienced. And I mean, like, I've never watched a documentary where I literally got scared.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I was literally like nervous.
Right, because you think it's so easy that it could happen.
But when they went to that house, it plays like a movie.
Yeah.
So like toward like about 3/4 of the way through, it gets to this point where I'm like, my heart was racing because I thought like, oh no, don't go in that house, you know?
Right.
And you're like, it was like a horror movie.
Yeah, like the Silence of the Lambs when they go into that house, so you're like, oh my God, don't go in.
And I mean, I've just never experienced or seen anything like that before. It was incredible filmmaking.
Because it's so real, you know?
It was real.
Right. No, but I'm saying like it could happen, and it could happen to anybody.
And I mean, so it was just an amazing piece of work. I hope this thing gets cleared up for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. At the Copenhagen Fashion Summit in Denmark, 100 models grouped together to announce the Respect program, which aims to end sexual harassment in the fashion industry. The new program, led by Model Alliance founder Sarah Ziff, asks brands, modeling agencies, and media outlets to sign a contract to protect models. With a legally binding agreement, models can file complaints through a confidential process, protecting them from retaliation and guaranteeing an investigation by an independent source. The Respect program comes after the industry was rocked by reports at the beginning of this year that prominent fashion photographers like Bruce Weber, Mario Testino, and Terry Richardson have allegedly sexually harassed or abused models. In February, Model Alliance partnered with the Council of Fashion Designers of America to provide private changing areas for models ahead of New York Fashion Week, which must slow things down tremendously. Because they're just all naked back there, and it's kind of like the nature of the beast. But it was funny. Remember what Karl Lagerfeld said not long ago, that like he finds it ridiculous that people now have to ask models, are you okay to pose? Are you okay, whatever? He says, these women aren't being, he says, they're all knobbly knees, skinny, whatever. Nobody's sexually harassing them. I thought that was kind of funny.
What I think is, what really is interesting is like the Miss America pageant now.
Yeah.
All the top people in the leadership positions, they're all women now. And they're hoping that that's going to make a difference, and that they'll be protected, and like better ways of managing the situation is important. And I like the fact that there's all these rules now, and people that are designing ways to make sure that the models are safe.
Sure.
And I mean, it's really important that this stuff has been getting out there because it's been so abusive for so long.
It is abusive, and it's an industry that's conducive.
And everyone's known about it. It's like the worst kept secret that all that stuff goes on, and like all the models are put in horrible positions.
And everybody, you know, it's like, oh, the models are back there. Let's go in there and see what, you know, kind of.
Right.
You know, because they know that they're all, it's just the way that they do it. They take off their clothes right in front of everybody.
Yeah.
It's just the way.
All right, well, coming up, Miss Haiti International joins us to talk about illiteracy, a huge epidemic in her native country. And later, if you're an aspiring social media influencer, this might be your chance to travel the world for free. This is Daily Flash, your source for everything news and entertainment.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. According to statistics in the U.S. alone, in 2017, over 30 million people suffer from illiteracy. And in impoverished countries such as Haiti, it's even worse, with its literacy rate at 61% compared to 90% compared to most Latin American and Caribbean countries.
And here with us today, fighting this problem with her platform, Literacy, the Ladder to a Better Life, is attorney and Miss Haiti International Pageant winner, Modeline Altanor. Thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
And happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so we can see how gorgeous you are. But I want to ask you, how did you choose to pick up on the issue of literacy and have that be your platform?
I love that question. Honestly, it's been my mission since I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, my father, who was a professor, he actually started to give back to our community when he noticed the issue within our community of literacy. In our church home, a lot of people from our church could not read or write. And through that, I started to shadow him and help people at 12 years old learn how to read or write. And so since that young age to now, over 21 years, I've had this career path, if you will, in education and literacy.
So describe your feelings when you visited Haiti in back February.
Oh my goodness. Amazing. Life-changing for sure. We literally got off the plane at 8 a.m. and by 9:15 I was in my first school. You're seeing some footage right now actually. Oh, it gives me chills. And as I walked in, I heard the children chanting. And I was like, why are they chanting? And when I looked over the little separator, it was a whole bunch of kids piled into one book. And I'm like, where are their books? How could they, what is happening here? Like, this is not normal. And I walk into the classroom, I introduce myself, I tell them why I'm there, focusing on literacy and telling them I understand you're in harsh conditions, you may be hungry, you may be hot, but this is truly your way out. This is your ladder to a better life. So you've got to push through. And I said, if you guys want anything from me, I was kind of like Oprah that day. I had 6 bags of everything in the car. I emptied Target and Walmart. And I said, anything you want, tell me. And I went through the class one by one. And the first student asked me for a textbook. She said, Livre d'Ariel. And I was like, what is that? And I don't have that. So now I'm feeling like, okay, the shakes, because I really wanted to help the children. The next
They're
child,
hungry for knowledge, it sounds
hungry
like.
for knowledge.
Yeah.
They would prefer to read and write and be educated than to eat.
So what did you have in the bags that
Oh
you
my
thought
gosh.
they wanted?
I mean, I had books, coloring books, like resources for them. I had little goodies. I had like jump ropes, things for children to really kind of help them with creativity, development, skills, books, but I didn't have their books.
The books that they really needed. So you started a foundation you were telling me about. So
Yes.
tell me a little bit more about that, what you're trying to do.
Yes, so the Modeling's Hope Foundation is really focused on placing books in the hands of children and building schools. And we focus on children that really are not the ones that are pretty and ready to go and have all that they need, but the ones that typically get left behind, the ones that end up sadly being part of the system. And so we really focus on giving back and really showing them education, literacy is your way out.
Because if you don't have that education, it cascades into a whole set of problems. Crime,
Yes.
activity, poverty.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a strong correlation between the illiterate and crime rates. Over half the prison population is illiterate. Illiteracy leads to poverty, homelessness,
Yeah.
health concerns.
Right. So I'm sure that seeing all those faces must have really tugged at your heart. So you're writing a children's book? Tell us about that.
Oh, I am!
Exciting.
So my children's book was inspired by my recent trip to Haiti up my grandfather's mountain. It is his mountain, that's where he lays to rest. But in his honor, there was a school built, 9 classrooms, and it was doing amazing. Due to lack of funding, the school has closed down. And this village has so much hope. The children are amazing, but they need the resources. And so I'm very focused on raising funds to get that school back up and running for them. And that's really the setting of my book, is this little boy that I connected with. I have chills. And his journey into getting back into education, getting back into school. His parents kind of don't have enough money. In Haiti, you have to be able to pay to have your child educated. If you cannot pay, you're busy on the streets, washing cars.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask you,
Yeah.
you were born in Florida.
Yes.
You live here.
Yes.
But you represent Haiti.
Yes.
How does that work, and like what's going on? You're also going to be going into the international pageant too.
Yes.
So
Okay.
tell me how this all works.
Okay, so yes, Mrs. Haiti International, in order to qualify, you're either born in Haiti of Haitian descent. So
Okay.
both of my parents were born in Haiti.
Okay.
So I was able to qualify and submit my application and thankfully crowned to be Mrs. Haiti International. July 20th and the 21st, I will actually be running for Mrs. International.
Are you nervous?
No, I am ready. Like, let's do this.
Yeah,
She's
go.
a lawyer. She's competitive.
I am super ready. You have no
Yes.
idea. I have invested a lot of time and heart and dedicated to this journey of mine.
And it's a great platform for you for what
Oh,
you're
I
trying to
know.
accomplish. So we've had a few pageant girls here before, and they have a wave that they do. Do you have your wave? Can we see your wave?
You know what? I really don't have a wave. If you look at any of my video footage, I'm
just
kind of like, no, I'm like, like one of these.
Oh, like the
I don't
queen.
really do this. It's more of a, thank you so
Is there a
salute
much.
passion
you.
training?
Right, like, oh my gosh, thank you, like that.
Real quickly, where can people go to support your platform?
Mrs. International, oh, I'm sorry, that's for voting. MrsInternational.com, because online voting is going on. To support me, you can follow me on my IG, MrsHaitiInternational.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
For being here.
Love it for you being here. We wish you the best of luck and
Oh,
congratulations.
Thank you
Go
so
out there
much.
and nail it. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. If you're a fan of HBO's Big Little Lies, then you'll want to visit these iconic sites featured on the show.
Hi, I'm Lisa Niver, and I'm here to tell you about a fantastic year-round destination that's one of the stars of the hit show Big Little Lies. We put together an itinerary for a big little road trip, which includes the places the cast visited and filmed during Season 1 and Season 2. Let's start with Lovers Point Park. For over 100 years, it's been Pacific Grove's most popular spot for shoreline recreation and was a backdrop for some of the scenes in Big Little Lies. Old Fisherman's Wharf in downtown Monterey is a great place to take in the sights, sounds, and smells of the area. I'm sure you'll be hungry, so stop by Palooka Trattoria, which was the inspiration for Blue Blues Cafe on Big Little Lies. That's where the stars would gather for coffee and to gossip. Now, one of my most favorite places in Monterey County is the Monterey Bay Aquarium on historic Cannery Row. There's more than 35,000 creatures to discover. Beachgoers will love Del Monte Beach, named after the historic Del Monte Resort. There's the world-famous Bixby Creek Bridge, and of course you can go to Seaside Beach to fly a kite, watch paragliders, or collect some sea glass. There's so many options for where to stay. Make sure to check out cmonterey.com for more information.
And for more information, be sure to visit DailyFlash.tv.
And you got to go to the aquarium.
Yeah.
That's the best place.
It is so nice.
So beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yeah. I'd like a house there in that region, but
We can, yeah.
maybe.
Maybe you'll meet some rich.
Oh, no, it's going to be me. I'm going to make my own
okay.
money.
All right.
Well,
And then
if you're
you'll
an
invite us.
aspiring social media influencer, listen up. Visa is picking one person to go on a free trip to Thailand or Spain to help them jumpstart their travel guru career. And they're partnering with social media stars to help. The International Travel Edition is a contest where you can win one or two carefully curated international trips. One trip includes time in Bangkok, the Phi Phi Islands, complete with spa days and meditation lessons. The Boss trip is more adventurous with biking and cave exploration. I think they call that spelunking. Plus, before you embark on your journey, the influencers will give you tips on how to take the best photos, write the best captions, and get the most out of your social media. Basically, you'll get influencer lessons. If you want a chance to win either cash-free adventure, all you have to do is submit a short video explaining why you're passionate about travel. Good luck. Good luck.
Who's not passionate about travel?
You know, my dad always says he travels because he just loves to eat.
Right.
You know, so
Whatever the
and
motivation is.
you put anything in front of him, he'll try it, and he'll sweat, and he really gets
Even
into
if it's
it.
super hot, he
Yeah,
won't.
yeah, he'll take it.
All right.
But so yeah, I kind of got that love of travel from him.
From him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to travel. We need to travel more. We need to talk to our executive producer, film from other places.
We need to go back to Monterey, do a whole show there.
That's right. Well, filming on the new Bachelorette, Becca Cuffrin's season 14 has wrapped, and the show's producer are already on deadline ahead of the May 28th premiere. The perfect way to end your Memorial Day weekend. Now here's a first look at the Bachelorette 2018 limo arrivals. It's time to bring on the men, only this time they better not chicken out. It's time to get a little better acquainted with the 28 guys set to compete for Becca's bouquets on the show, especially considering that we'll see some of them for a solid 5 minutes before they're cut out on the first night. Wah, wah, wah. We're sure to hear all about it from our very own Bachelor fanatic, Daily Flash's entertainment producer, Ileana Menendez. We can't wait. She gets so excited about that. I was just thinking as I'm reading this, like, she must be so excited.
So is this is the new girl?
Yeah.
Now, are we getting a sneak peek right now?
Yeah.
So the guy, like, he you know what? That guy committed. He actually started walking and moving like a chicken.
You just got to
like a
do whatever
bird.
makes you stand out.
That's commitment.
It is.
He followed through. Wish you the best of luck, buddy, because you're going to need it. All right, we know the first rule of Fight Club is not to talk about fight clubs. Does that rule apply to Slap Club? Shocking video footage of a slapping competition in Moscow has emerged. In a show of strength, Russians mercilessly slapped one another with an open palm. The painful competition took place at the Sarychev Power Expo. The event was organized by bench press world record holder Kirill Sarychev to promote power sports, patriotism, and the strongest men in Russia. The competitors their faces reddened as the audience cringed, winced, and moaned in the background. As the competition wore on, contestants appeared increasingly apprehensive as their faces bruised and their features swelled. The competition was elimination style. Contestants had to slap each other until the opponent surrendered. The grand prize? How much do you think was the grand prize? I want to see one of these slaps here. How much?
I don't know.
Woo!
$5,000.
No, not even. $400. They're putting themselves
But
through
look at
that
these guys.
abuse for.
Right. But look at those guys. They would do it for free. You could tell they would do it
That
for
one
free.
guy was a lot younger and a lot skinnier, and he held his own. That was actually pretty impressive. Some of these guys,
$400.
their biceps were bigger than my thigh.
All right, there's much more news and entertainment and everything in between coming your way right here on Daily Flash Extra, and I'm not going to slap Warren.
Coming up right now, coffee giant Starbucks faces more racism allegations after a barista writes "beaner" on a customer's cup. Plus, Michael Keaton closes his commencement speech with two very important words for graduates. This is Daily Flash Extra. Hi everyone, I'm Warren Wright. Please say hello to my co-host Ana Quincoces. Be sure to get your Starbucks coffee. They're going to be closing soon for a little couple hours.
Just for what? Is it a whole day? I don't know.
I think it's a half day.
Okay.
Is it? I'm not really sure.
It's
We're going to find out.
It's a lot of revenue.
A lot of revenue.
$5 a cup, on average.
Well,
and that's if it's not a venti double, calf, whatever.
You don't get the grande or the extra large. No. I understand. All
that's
right.
another thing. Like tall is small, grande is medium,
and it means nothing. They just made it up.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Which I think is really kind of funny.
Kind of
Shows
funny.
how silly we are. Starbucks plans to close more than 8,000 locations on May 29th for employees to receive racial bias education. Well, it can't come soon enough for one Los Angeles area man. The man, who has the media has identified as both Pedro and Peter, ordered 2 iced coffee drinks at a Starbucks. An employee called out the name Pedro when the order was ready at the counter, but the drinks came with something he didn't expect, want, or desire. On both cups, according to KNBC TV, the word "beaner" was written. It's an offensive word used towards Latinos, Pedro told KNBC's sister station Telemundo 52. The victim's friend, Miguel Acosta, said they are both still shocked by the incident. He went to Starbucks and they asked for his name, and his name is Peter, and they wrote "beaner." Acosta told CBS Los Angeles. Acosta said Pedro doesn't understand why he was targeted.
I mean, he was targeted for being different. This is what's wrong with this country. The story we did last week of the lawyer that went crazy, telling people to learn the language. There are people that have that kind of hate in their heart.
Right.
Whatever.
I'm wondering, could it be a typo?
Oh.
Beaner? Peter?
Really?
No? I don't know.
Think so.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but I don't think so. There's people that just get this little, it's like just personal gratification from putting somebody down, even if nobody else knows about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that attorney, people keep in New York City when he was went after the people for speaking Spanish.
He was running like a little girl.
Well, they keep running up to him. He just runs away.
He runs away. He even runs backwards.
I mean, he needs
Serves
to
him right.
He needs to quit running.
Yeah.
Because that's only going to encourage more people to come up and try to get him.
He needs to apologize.
And he needs
to
quit
just
running.
say, I had a really bad day. I had, whatever. My last girlfriend was Latina, and she dumped me.
I ran out of my Lexapro prescription.
Make something up. Make something up. Yeah.
Make it right, boy. Make it right. All right. Well, as Congress fights over the latest farm bill, one proposal has animal welfare and food safety advocates sounding the alarm. Known as the King Amendment, this addition to the draft farm bill would ban states from imposing rules on the sale of out-of-state agriculture products if those rules are more restrictive than federal law or the law within a product's state of origin. Because the term agricultural products is so broad, it's difficult to tell how far-reaching the legislation would be. Some animal welfare and pet industry groups fear it might even extend to laws aimed at stopping the sale of sick or abused dogs from out-of-state puppy mills. While it's obvious why many animal welfare advocates would be against PICA, the amendment's ramifications could extend much further. A Harvard Law School analysis found that PICA has the potential to void thousands of state and local laws concerning public health and safety, including laws surrounding food safety, packaging, and invasive species.
So is this all for animal products or also produce or what, everything? All food products?
I'm not really sure. It was kind of...
I would need to
It's
look
a
at
lot
them.
to
I'm
absorb.
Curious. Yeah. All right, well, are you a Spotify user?
No, I'm not.
You use Pandora?
I use Alexa.
And AM radio?
I use Alexa.
I actually love Spotify. So free music is at your fingertips. That's what Spotify, the world's largest music streaming service, offers. Nearly 100 million people are currently free users. And now Spotify wants to make its free service more enjoyable and personal. Here to share the details is Spotify trends expert Shannon Cook.
Spotify, the world's largest music streaming service, has transformed the way people find and enjoy music. And what's more, it's completely free. Nearly 100 million people worldwide currently use Spotify's free version, and for the first time since 2014, users can expect an entirely new experience. You'll tell us which artists you love, and we'll deliver 15 on-demand playlists tailored to your personal taste. To get started, download the Spotify app on your mobile device.
And for more information, be sure to visit DailyFlash.tv.
Do they have commercials though? I mean, they're like...
Spotify?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you can get it for free. My yoga teacher has her own Spotify list. And I know a lot of people go on and use her list.
You can share, yeah.
So you can just share it.
Well, that's what I do. Like my kids have lists of different things, like a workout playlist, different things.
So you don't even have to put one together. You just go to your girls and say like, oh yeah, I'm jamming now.
Like on Sunday nights, Beva's always feeling melancholy. So like her Sunday melancholy thing, sometimes I'll
Does she label it that?
Oh yeah, it's all sorts of inappropriate, but you know, they're my children.
But that's kind of cool. So I guess you could go to movie stars playlists?
Yeah, I don't know if there's an option of doing it public. You know, I'm not very techie, but I know that I follow theirs.
Huh.
Yeah.
Fun.
All right, well, actor Michael Keaton ended his commencement address at Kent State University's graduation ceremony with 2 words. Take a look.
I've got one more thing to say, and it'll only take me a second. I've got 2 words that I want you all to remember. They're very important. And if I leave you with anything, I'm going to leave you with these 2 words. And those 2 words are, I'm Batman.
Keaton could have gone the more dramatic route and yelled, "Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice," at the class of 2018 crowd during the ceremony, but he went with his memorable line from the 1989 film Batman and 1992's Batman Returns. Many in the crowd and the internet celebrated the "I'm Batman" ending. That was really cool. It's really cool to say
That was
"I'm
super
Batman."
cute. Yeah. I bet it was a good speech. He's a really intelligent man.
He is a very intelligent man. And you know what they say? Always be yourself unless you can be Batman. Then always be Batman.
Oh, no, I did not know that, but that's good to know.
Okay.
Well, I'm a little bit behind the times. I was really glad to see that he's kind of getting back into movies again.
Yeah.
He was in Spotlight, which was so good.
So good. He's very talented.
And he's been in some other movies that have been like really good. They don't necessarily like blockbusters, but I don't think he cares.
You know what I love
about
about
being
him?
in blockbusters.
My favorite thing about him? He
What's
hasn't
that?
sexually harassed anybody
There you go.
that we know of.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays it's kind of like a character plus.
Really? That's the bar's really low then.
It's so low. It's so low, Warren. All right, so to come on Daily Flash Extra, it was quite the embarrassing self-inflicted injury for one Major League Baseball player. We're thinking anger management classes are less painful. And it's game over for the 25-year-old teenage basketball player. You heard right, all the details are coming up right here on Daily Flash Extra. Welcome back. As summer approaches and days get warmer, here are some great tips to protect your kids' skin from the sun.
Hi, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Hale. I'm a dermatologist in New York City, and I specialize in the treatment of sun damage and skin cancer. Today, we're talking about a partnership that I've taken part in with Coppertone and with 4-H, which is a leading youth development organization, to help educate and empower our children, because we know that teaching them to wear sunscreen and to practice sun-safe behaviors as children can really have a great impact on the health of their skin going forward. Lucy from 4-H can talk with you about the Sun Smarts Challenge.
So the Sun Smarts Challenge was a great way for 4-Hers to submit their ideas on how to make sun protection and the use of sunscreen a priority in everyday lives. So they were able to submit creative ways to remember to use sunscreen and to really implement the use of sunscreen within their communities and their families. So it was just a great product of this partnership in order to empower the kids to learn about sunscreen and to really be leaders.
It's such a great idea to really engage the children and the adolescents and to teach them how important wearing sunscreen and practicing other sun-safe behaviors can be. There is more information on the website, which is 4-h.org/sunsmarts, where you'll find also the Sun Safety Guide, which I helped to develop, about educating our parents and our children. Thanks for having us.
And for more information, be sure to visit DailyFlash.tv. Never too early to protect yourself from the sun.
No.
So many people don't really know how to apply sunscreen, so that's great stuff.
It's easy.
No, but you have to reapply and you have to
Just do it.
not miss
Just
any
do it,
parts.
people. All right, well, we all know that injuries happen in sports, and most of the time, they're unavoidable and nothing can be done about them. Well, this next athlete injured himself in a rather embarrassing way that was easily avoidable. Boston Red Sox relief pitcher Carson Smith was pulled from a game after giving up a quick home run. Out of frustration, he threw his glove in the dugout, and he did so with such force that he injured his right shoulder. He was diagnosed with a shoulder subluxation and was placed on the 10-day disabled list. Red Sox president Dave Dombrowski called the injury unfortunate and also said that the injury has the potential of being a major one. Not good. Control your anger.
Yes, anger, it's really...
It'll get the best of you.
It really does. All right, so here's a great idea. If you're looking to whip up a simple and healthy meal that the entire family will love.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Mayhew, and I'm here to tell you how to get a delicious, healthy meal on the table in just minutes that your whole family is going to love. Brand new are these saute kits from Fresh Express. Absolutely delicious. You find them in the grocery store in the fresh produce aisle. They are pre-done, pre-cleaned, pre-sliced, pre-packaged vegetables in all those delicious vegetables that we've been told to eat, like kale and spinach and broccoli, all done ready for you. So all you have to do is heat a saute pan over medium-high heat. Go ahead, add a little bit of oil, like a tablespoon and a half, add the vegetables, saute them for about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, add the sauce. You can top them with whatever protein you want, shrimp, chicken, and you've got a one-dish meal. Your family is going to love them. They come in 4 flavors that are chef-inspired, restaurant-ready: lemon garlic, teriyaki, lemon pesto, and bacon cider. Again, you find them in the grocery store. They are fresh and delicious. They're only $3.99. And you can have a dinner for your entire family, no problem. So for more information, go to freshexpress.com or follow along at Your Fresh Express Salad. You're gonna love it.
Great, and for more information, visit dailyflash.tv. I actually really love that. That's so convenient for meal prep and for
Who doesn't
everything.
love bok choy?
I love bok choy,
I
especially
know.
baby bok choy.
The best. All right, you know the phrase, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Well, this next person was willing to pose as a high school student in Dallas so he could play basketball even though he's 25 years old. Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap Portley was arrested after pulling off this stunt, having claimed he was a Houston native that had been displaced by Hurricane Harvey. He enrolled as a freshman at Skyline High School under the name Rashun Richardson, eventually transferring to Hillcrest High to join the basketball team. His cover was blown at an AAU tournament when he was spotted by a former coach who tipped Hillcrest to the fact that he was a grown man pretending to be a teenager. He managed to pull off this scheme because he claimed he was an evacuee, which by federal law means that he wouldn't need the necessary paperwork to enroll into school. So that's how he was able to like skirt through it. But I mean, this is just bad sportsman-like conduct.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just, it's cheating, it's gross, it's unfair, and I mean, like, he did it for a Klondike bar?
There's some people that just will never abide by the rules. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's silly.
It's the way it is. All right, well, from a WWE star wanting his ex-fiancée back to a white woman calling the cops on a black family, these are just some of the stories that took over social media, and people cannot stop talking about them. We'll get the recap coming up right here on Daily Flash Extra.
Welcome back from John Cena professing his love for Nikki Bella on national television to a woman calling the police on a black family who were just barbecuing in the park. There were quite a few trending stories last week that are still the topic of conversation.
That's right. Here to give us a recap of some of those trending topics is our social media correspondent and maven, Danielle B. Danielle, there are so many names and memes flying around with all of the women with the cell phone in her hand. What's the scoop?
Well, Warren, you got that right. Yes, they were flooding the internet, and the story is pretty ridiculous. I'm sure by now almost everyone has seen the viral memes floating around. And here's the scoop. It all started when cell phone video surfaced of a California woman calling the police on two black men because they were using a charcoal grill by a lake while out with their family. The incident happened a few weeks ago at Lake Merritt in Oakland. Let's take a look at what happened.
I hear you have a problem with these gentlemen having a barbecue here at the lake. What's going on?
Now she don't want to talk.
She doesn't want to talk now.
It's illegal to have a charcoal grill in the park here.
No, it's not actually. I just looked at the map.
Is.
It says this is a designated barbecue area.
No, not for a charcoal grill. No charcoal grills are allowed. Do you want to see it?
Sometimes you have to just laugh at people doing ridiculous things. Here are some funny memes that came up in light of the whole situation. Now, the first meme, you can see a lady calling the police on the Black Panther crew. Sorry, Chadwick, no Wakanda forever here. Sorry, guys. And on to the next meme. All right, here you can see the lady calling the police on, you got that right, Colin Kaepernick. Actually, I think she was probably the one who called him in the first place. Sorry, Colin, you gotta get off the field. She's the one who got you kicked out of the NFL. Oh, I just can't with this lady, but it is too funny. Now on the next meme, you can see the lady calling the police on, you got that right, Mr. Obama himself. Mr. Obama, you gotta go. She's kicked you out of the White House. You have to just make light and laugh at some things. But moving right along, John Cena has changed his mind, and it may be too little too late, or maybe it's never too late. For years, the WWE superstar has said that he didn't want to have kids, but during an appearance on the Today Show last week, he admitted that he wants nothing more than a family with his now ex-fiancée, Nikki Bella. Let's take a look at the clip trending on YouTube.
They're speculating on what's going on. I love her, I want to be with her, I want to make her my wife. I want to be the father of her children. I just want us to work. And that's so just from here. And all that other stuff you see is BS. I'm just trying to live life without her on a very emotional set of time that has been very difficult for me.
The two called off their engagement and separated after 6 years together, but their wedding planning and relationship roller coaster will be shown on this season of Total Bellas, which premiered last night. And another story trending on social media was rapper T.I. being arrested. The rapper is now out on bail after being charged with disorderly conduct, public drunkenness, and simple assault. Police say the Grammy-winning artist was arrested after an argument with a security guard outside of his own gated community near Atlanta. He reportedly lost his key and the guard would not let him in, even after his wife Tiny called the guard gate and identified her man. T.I.'s attorney released a statement saying the rapper was wrongfully arrested. And moving right along, a woman and her dog became a viral sensation after she did a gender reveal style photo shoot with a newly adopted puppy. Yes, you heard that correctly. This dog mom in Texas had a gender reveal style photo shoot to introduce her new pup. Joy Stone's adorable shoot came courtesy of her photographer and friend, Carly Allen Stone. Initially, the shoot was a secret from her husband, but she eventually ended up surprising him. The adopted puppy named Ray was one of 5 found abandoned alongside a railroad track. Well, both Allen and Stone are hoping their viral fame will inspire future pet owners to adopt. How cute is this, guys?
I love that.
I love Kathy Lee Gifford's reaction with John Cena. It was like, wow,
I don't
her
know,
face
but you know
was
what I'm
going
thinking
everywhere.
about John Cena?
Danielle, thank you so much. I can't wait to see what you have for us next week. In the meantime, more Daily Flash Extras coming right back.
I think.
Welcome back. A recent national survey reveals that over half of American parents are unaware that learning to swim has significant developmental benefits for their children. The 7th annual Swimways National Learn to Swim Day is Saturday, May 19th, and Elizabeth Beisel, two-time Olympic medalist, USA Swimming Foundation ambassador, and Swimways National Learn to Swim Day spokesperson, joins us today to talk about the benefits of learning to swim at an early age and also offer some swimming tips. Welcome, Elizabeth.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. What is Swimways National Learn to Swim Day?
It's a day to really celebrate and promote the importance of learning how to swim. It is such a life-saving skill to have, and it's critical that you have that at an early age. And so right now we're really promoting to get children into that water, especially with summer right around the corner.
All right. So what are the benefits of learning to swim at an early age?
So studies show that children that learn how to swim before the age of 5 have better cognitive functions, motor skills, better mathematical skills. They statistically have higher IQs. So aside from being that critical life-saving skill, it also makes you a better, well-rounded thinker in person, and that's going to stay with you through the rest of your life.
Okay, you guys did a survey. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
So the survey shows that most parents don't actually know that those developmental behaviors start developing earlier if you are having your child in swim lessons. And that's one of the things too, we want to promote parents and children in the water as well. So I encourage all the parents watching right now, if you do not swim or have little swimming abilities, get yourself in the water too with your children, because it's going to make them safer and yourself safer as well.
Absolutely. Okay, so what should parents consider when looking to get swim lessons for their kids?
To find a swim lesson, they can go to usaswimmingfoundation.org, and that will partner you with a local swim lesson provider. And there are no more than 6 children per lesson, per instructor, and so it's a great way to get that one-on-one time and feel safe about your children being in the water.
Sounds good. So where can viewers and listeners go so they can get more information?
They can go to swimways.com and usaswimmingfoundation.org, and both of those sites will provide you with swim lessons and training tools and aids and stuff like that to really get yourselves into the water and feel safer for summer.
All right, and for more information, be sure to visit DailyFlash.tv. So actually, I had dyslexia and bilateral dyslexia, so I couldn't crossing my arms as a kid was really difficult.
Dyslexia was a physical thing?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So that's the whole reason why I swam.
Oh, okay.
My mom put me in swimming at a really young age.
And you're a good swimmer?
Yeah, I was top 10 in state.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
For a couple events. So it was a
what was
really
your
a medical
thing?
diagnosis.
Butterfly, breaststroke?
100 butterfly and 200 IM.
There you go. I knew you were a butterfly guy. How did I know that? From all of us at Daily Flash Extra, thank you for watching. We'll see you right back here tomorrow for more of America's favorite TV happy hour. See you later.
I'm Aquaman.